but Lord Bernard can't be with us today. Look, I can see that you guys are pretty unhappy. It doesn't take an empathetic genius to sniff the discontentment on the wind. So how about I sing a little something to put your minds at ease? It's a future classic, I promise.
You had better be joking, minstrel!
She's the jewel of the desert, the city in the sand. She's pretty and pleasant, and her people, they are grand. Come on, smile and be happy, my June-dwelling friends, because the hard times you're suffering from, they're coming to an end. Oh, my heart goes out to all of you, and so does my song. Yeah, my heart goes out to all of you. Now please just move along.
He's right. We should return to our homes.
Yes, we must do as the bard says.
But, wait! Where are you all going? What in heaven?
Wowie zowie. They weren't kidding when they said these asterisks were something else. I brought the house down.
You're...
Whoa, Princess Gloria, is it really you? Have I even seen you since the Musa days? It is an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege as ever, Your Highness.
Spare me your fawning pretenses. I would prefer an explanation of what you just did to those poor townspeople.
What do you mean? I saw some people in need of a little lift, so I sang them sweet, that's all. Anyway, what brings you to Savalon? Don't tell me they banished you from Musa too. No, wait, Musa got smashed to pieces, right?
Hey, watch your mouth.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry if you're upset, Your Highness. Too soon, I guess? And who might you be?
I'm...
On second thoughts, I don't care.
Wow. You know this guy?
His name is Orpheus. He was Musa's court minstrel. He wormed his way into my father's affections, then began embezzling funds at the earliest opportunity.
Aye, that'll get you exiled right enough. Can't say I'm surprised. The fellow's got bad apple written all over him.
I'm standing right here, you know. Look, the life of a groundbreaking artist doesn't come cheap. Honestly, it's so hard being amazing. You still don't get me at all, do you, Your Highness? Some things never change.
Do you really imagine I have the slightest interest in what you think of me after all that's happened? I have far more important things to worry about.
Wow. Tough crowd. Well, I know when I'm not wanted. Time to exit stage right. Come again soon, Your Highness. Thank you, and good night.
That guy's a real piece of work. Don't let him get to you, Gloria.
Oh, I don't intend to. I have neither the time nor the inclination. Now, shall we make our way to the palace?
Yo, that whole scene is crazy, bruh. Yes, I suppose Orpheus is correct. Wait, Orpheus? Correct? That cannot possibly be true. What in the world was I thinking? I don't know. What were you thinking? Many suspect that the floods have been caused by the waterways that Bernard dug beneath the city. He does so love to throw the money he makes from the gaming hall all around without a thought. But then, had he not done so, we would never have made an elder. He would never have been made an elder. The kingdom of Savalon has two princes, Prince Castor and Prince Pollux. Castor, the older brother, has a brilliant mind, but a reputation for being haughty and unapproachable. Pollux, on the other hand, has the common touch, but many question his qualities as a leader of men. Life. If it's not difficult, you haven't earned it. Such is the thinking of so many. I do not understand what happened. One moment I was demanding answers from Bernard, the next I was meekly returning home. I must have been Orpheus's words that caused my change of heart. Curse that silver-tongued snake! Oh, at least they're semi-aware. They're not dunderheads. Chest. Spear. Sick. Audi. Nothing in here. Beyond lie the dungeons, wherein hardened criminals dwell. It is a place no ordinary citizen has any business entering. We'll see about that. This is a whole piece of the game right here. What you got over there? Is it okay? Well, all right. Good talk. The water level continues to rise. It is only a matter of time before this area too is submerged. Yeah, that's actually crazy to realize. Like, this town is actually much larger than you think it is, because there's houses and homes that you can't get access to right now. There's a whole lower part of the city that you cannot enter or exit if you're a fish, which we're not. I don't even know why I said that. It's like, yeah, obviously you're not a fish. Mother freaking goldfish. A gift is the best way to show one's affections, yes? Beautiful seashell. Okay. Say it with shells. Quest 001. Difficulty 2 stars. Beautiful seashells can be found along the coast of the south. If you could find any, I would be very grateful. I wish to give my beloved a gift. Alright, well, I mean, if you're about that, if it's about love, sure, I'm bound. Savalon's kings do not wield absolute power. Instead, the realm is governed with the aid of a specially selected cadre of elders, such as myself. The council is currently engaged in a series of emergency sessions seeking to resolve the crisis of the rising waters. Also, alas, despite many hours of debate, no solution has yet been agreed upon. This, sadly, is one of the disadvantages of our particular system. There is a lot of political commentary going on in this game, and I don't think we're appreciating it enough, quite frankly. Also, give me like 2 seconds. I've been drinking water expeditiously, and I just really need to take 2 seconds because I'm very close to my bathroom. Don't worry. Slight pee break. I apologize. See, it wasn't even long. It wasn't even long. And you gotta urinate. You gotta drink your water, wake up, exercise, make your bed, and go and urinate. Like, you will not climb up high ever again. Do you understand? If you fall, you will die. You are a dog, not a cat. Do not forget that. Oh, is that a little... That's... Little kids are trying to train a dog. And they love it so much that they're training it. It's like, I don't want you to hurt yourself. Stop thinking that you won't get hurt. The path leads directly to the palace. Its doors are always open, even to those who are strangers to our kingdom. King Orion has always prided himself on his open mind and is a voracious consumer of tales from foreign lands. Alas, His Majesty has not been well late. He may not currently be available for an audience. Would you like to know an interesting fact about the scorching desert sun? It is possible to fry an egg on one's helmet under an incredible heat. I too shall be fried if I spend too long out of the shade. Gah! Just my luck to be assigned a daytime posting. Yo, I know that feel. Sometimes I love heat, and I love, like, I live in Canada. If you haven't been able to tell walking at the channel, if you're first time, yeah, I'm Canadian. Well, I mean, I'm Canadian in the sense of I was born in Canada and I still live here. But I wish to try and swim, but I am frightened that my head will go under the water and I will not be able to breathe. Or do not tell any of the grumps. We are not supposed to go near the water at all. Man, these kids, they're so self-aware. It's like, I know that would be bad, and I know they told me not to, but man, I really want to. The water keeps rising. We have no way of stopping it. Still, we are alive. For that, at least, we must be grateful. Oh, everything is being lost in the water. Houses, possessions, memories. I wonder if you could use this water as an allegory for other things being lost in real life, and you could do nothing to stop it besides wait for the people who are leading the world, quote-unquote, or town, make a decision about how to proceed. Proper decisions. You have been checking the tutorials carefully, I hope. They contain such much useful information for the first-time adventurer. Tutorials can be viewed by selecting Travelog from the menu, followed by Memories. You will not regret taking a look, I promise. You will learn all about changing jobs and much, much more. Yeah, of course, but 5-hour demo. Not even enough time to be able to do that. Like, changing jobs under a time limit? Why? Are we maxing out the level of the job? Probably not. So here's the inn. Taking a nap. Healed up. Alright. So I think we talked to, like, everybody in town. So let's try and move things along, alright? I'm sorry that if I already did this in the last episode of the Bravely Default demo. But I really just wanted to get through all of it and say, like, I at least did it once, fully, completely, while we're playing. Prince Pollux is currently unavailable. Prince Castor, however, may be able to offer you an audience. King Orion will not be granting any audiences today. Prince Castor will be performing his duties in his place. Sounds like the king is sick. I wonder why or how. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I would never complain about my duties, but patrolling the palace is harder than many realize. It is such hot, sweaty work, and now that the kingdom is filled with water, the temptation to jump in is almost irresistible. Why? Yeah, it's like, you would think people who have lived amongst the desert sands would never care about having to go for a dip. But I mean, like, if you really want it, if you really got it, if you don't, like, if it's hot out here in these streets, these sand-swept streets, pack your shield, get your swords, you won't ever get bored. You'll be beaten or gorged, you might. Come on down, stop on, no.
Princess Gloria, it is a great relief to see you safe and well.
I am sorry if I caused you any undue concern, Prince Castor.
Please, there is no need to apologize. If I might ask, what became of you after the fall of your kingdom?
It is rather a long story, I'm afraid.
And so, we find ourselves here today. You believe Savon's current troubles to have been caused by the water crystal?
I do, and I wondered if your honored father might know anything that could help us in investigating the matter further.
Your Highness, permit me to offer my deepest sympathies for all that has befallen you. Alas, our own realm is currently suffering grave troubles of its own. It saddens me to say this, but we are unable to offer any assistance.
Silence. That is not your decision to make. You must forgive Dromed his presumption. While his official title is that of Record Keeper to the court, he also serves in an unofficial capacity as an advisor. And what he says is not without truth. Our current situation is not a pleasant one. My honored father, the king, his
His whereabouts are currently unknown.
Goodness. Have you any idea what might have happened to him?
Sadly not. We had thought that he might have been kidnapped, but we have received neither a ransom demand nor contact of any other kind. We have also tried to notify my younger brother, Pollux, but since setting off on his tour of the nations of the world, he remains unreachable. The Council of Elders has been satisfied thus far with our tales of sudden sickness, but it is only a matter of time before they begin asking questions.
I am ever so sorry. I pray with all my heart that he will be returned to you soon.
You are too kind, Princess Gloria. I will confer with the Council on the matter of the water crystal. Perhaps one of the Elders will know something.
That would be great, wouldn't it, Gloria?
You dare interject, servant? Have you no shame?
Oh, you misunderstand, Prince Castor. My friend here is no servant. He is a companion and trusted ally. I owe him my life.
Friend? Companion? A lowly commoner?
Oh, come now, Your Highness. If you continue to insult my comrades, I fear I shall have no choice but to take offense.
Offense? And what? He is a commoner, is he not? I merely call a spade a spade.
Prince Castor.
Forgive me, Your Highness. I spoke out of turn. Now, to return to the matter at hand. Dromit.
The city's various districts began to fill with water at different times, but it seems the trouble first began around 3 years ago.
3 years? And was it not 3 years ago that Musa was attacked? The Council will be assembling shortly. We must consult with them on this matter right away. Please, if you would bear with us until then.
Who's Musa?
Of course, Your Highness.
Forgive the wait, Your Highness. Allow me to introduce Elders Cygnus and Bernard, right honorable members of the Council.
Cygnus, Minister of Commerce at your service. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Princess Gloria.
He's a merchant.
Master of the Gaming Hall. It is an inestimable honor, Your Highness.
Prince Castor informs us that you seek knowledge of the water crystal.
We do indeed. I suspect that it might be the cause of the city having filled up with water. Might you know anything of such a connection?
Alas, the cause is somewhat more prosaic than that, Your Highness. I am afraid my men made a rather critical blunder while digging an underground waterway. In fact, you find us having just emerged from an emergency council meeting on that very subject.
Prosaic.
And a very productive meeting it was, too. I must commend you on your ready acceptance of responsibility, Lord Bernard. To have offered to help in righting the mistake is further proof, if such were needed, of your unimpeachable character. This man is no crystal thief, Your Highness. You have my personal guarantee of that.
You honor me, Lady Cygnus.
Now, we must be getting on. The proposed countermeasures will require considerable planning if they are to go ahead. If you will excuse us.
Nah, bro, I don't trust either of them.
Guess what they're saying makes sense.
Perhaps. But if Bernard's waterways truly are the reason for the flooding, then there is one thing that strikes me as somewhat convenient. The gaming hall, his gaming hall, is one of the few places not afflicted, despite the vast quantities of water it uses.
Perhaps we had better go and take a look.
You will allow me to accompany you, I trust? If one of my subjects truly is connected to the disappearance of your kingdom's treasures, as a friend and ally, I cannot stand idly by.
Your help will be much appreciated, Your Highness.
And besides, I somewhat doubt the ability of this rabble to protect you. You are of noble birth, Lady Gloria. To associate so freely with the lowborn is...
Prince Castor.
Of course, Your Highness. Now is not the time to be casting aspersions on the quality of your companions. I hope you can all forgive me, and that I might prove to be of assistance.
I hope so too, Prince Castor.
All right. Looks like we're headed for the gaming hall.
Guest character. Yo, this game has a lot of commentary on a lot of issues on the current like socio-economic, but we're in a fantasy game. So it just goes to show you kids, the more things change, the more they stay the dang old same. Whoa, quest giver over here. I despise goblin archers. Alright. Iron bow. That nets us a better weapon for Gloria. Wait, is this done? Expose any manner of weak spot and they will pepper it with arrows. You must not give them an inch. Okay. These infernal goblin archers are giving us palace guards no end of trouble. Would you mind teaching them a lesson so we actually target practice? Quest 002. 4 stars. Why is it 4 stars? I keep doing goblin archers or goblins who have learned the infuriating art of archery. Okay. This guy's just really mad about goblins that are archers. It's like, does this goblin know how to shoot a bow? Yeah. No, man. This man's got to stop doing that. It's like, what? Okay. I mean, relax, calm down. I'm not gonna do the subquest just yet, because in the failed recorded run of this, I tried to do that, and it's like it takes up too much time. I was close to like 3 or 4 hours, but I'm going to do the full 5 today. So we got to get through all the story plot now. We'll try and do any side quests because obviously getting more equipment is going to make it easier to get through whatever this demo keeps throwing at us. So we need to know. That's why I said 2 or 3 time playthroughs, because we need to do it at least twice.
I never expected to see a fountain like that in the middle of the desert.
Me neither. Talk about decadent. Not that I mind a little luxury, but you can have too much of a good thing.
Oft. You spent no expense in decking this place out, that's for sure.
Prince Castor! To what do we owe this inestimable pleasure?
Stop doing that word salad. You sound like T.I. with the do-rag on.
Well, might I ask what brings you here, Your Highness?
I want his do-rag.
Princess Gloria was taking a tour of the city. I thought it would be rude not to offer to accompany her.
Ah, the life of a prince is a hard one, is it? But I am forgetting myself. Allow me to introduce Annie Hale. The rustic charms of her performing menagerie have been entertaining our clientele of late. You will have to forgive her abysmal manners. I found her wandering the wilds, and it seems her upbringing was far from civilized. But tell me, Princess Gloria, how goes the search for the water crystal?
We haven't found it yet, but we will. You can be sure of that.
Oh, I do admire your optimism, but I can't help feeling that you'll never find it, no matter how hard you search.
Bro.
What would it take to convince you that it was not in Savalon, I wonder? An official edict to that effect from the prince, perhaps?
I doubt it. Not that I don't trust His Highness, of course, but I would prefer to confirm it for myself. After all, thieves have a habit of hiding things rather well, don't you find?
Well, then far be it from me to hinder you in your search. But please, do take care. Now, if you'll excuse me.
They're both asterisk holders.
No offense to our new friend, but I can't help thinking he's got something to hide.
Bernard's story is certainly impressive. He built the gaming hall and earned himself a place on the Council of Elders, and all in the space of a few years. There were certain rumors, of course, but what newly made man is not dogged by the chatterings of the jealous?
All the more reason to suspect him, says I. There's no smoke without fire. Maybe that minstrel can tell us something. Orpheus, was it?
Couldn't hurt to ask. Is there anything you can tell us about him first, Gloria? Well, if I were being kind, I might describe him as committed to his craft. If I were feeling less generous, I'd say he was a raving egomaniac. Reminds me not to get on your bad side. But that's good to know. We might be able to use it to our advantage. Let's track him down and see, shall we?
I love this crew. I don't know if I said it before, but I'm saying it again and now that I really like the chemistry that they are presenting of this crew. I hope the prologue is them absolutely hating each other's guts, and then they walk into this and it's like literally where we ended up was like a big boss battle, and they had like a big talk the night before, and now they're like just super chill with each other. It's like, you know what? We're not going to get through this unless we give a damn about one another. So let's start giving a damn. The proprietor of the gaming hall was kind enough to lend me some money to keep playing. He said he did not like to see patrons going home having lost. What a fine, charitable gentleman. I shall be trying doubly hard to win him now. Like, this game is commenting on so many things. Like, this is wailing. This game is making commentary about addictions to gambling. Like, what? This game is not for young people. Well, no, I shouldn't underestimate the youth like that. This game is exactly what the kind of game that young people need. Like, absolutely. This is exactly in the vein of Final Fantasy Tactics. And I'm talking about that PlayStation stuff, not that GBA and Game Boy DS. Not to say that they're not great games, but the messages in here are very, very vivid of real life. Many of the continent's major trade routes cross the Savonian Desert. Our city has been meeting place for merchants since ancient times, which means that lady that Bernard is in league with, she's a merchant. She's a noble merchant. Ugh, like, you cannot trust the elite who are passing down their money to their children, because somewhere along the way, somebody who isn't teaching their children how to appreciate what they have is going to mess it up super hard for everybody down the line, because they're not being generous anymore. The money and the knowledge they bring with them is very lifeblood of our kingdom. And that's the thing. Like, when you have commerce, you have exchange of goods, then you can have the exchange of information. Ugh, there's so much going on here. I think you will be pleasantly surprised by the variety of drinks available here in the desert. You must try the local specialty. It is made with the bendy yellow fruits of a certain tree. With the bendy yellow fruit. Oh, banana. It may not sound very appetizing, but I assure you, it has a taste that is simply unique. Why not try a glass? Banana juice? Yo, I'm up for it. Yo, I'm up for some banana juice. That sounds way better than like peanut juice. And not to down anybody who likes peanut juice. Yo, I'm just saying, banana juice as opposed to peanut juice. I'll take the banana. Thank you. High stakes gambling, spectacular stage shows, and some of the best food and drink I've ever tasted. This place is heaven itself. Thank goodness I decided to become a traveling merchant, or I'd never have this chance to sample it all. Tessa from Octopath Traveler would not like your wouldn't like half of your attitude. Can't wait to play that game either, because, man, these guys, same guys. These guys, same guys. Almost exact same guys. And I gotta tell you, pretty good guys. Oh, there's a hole upstairs up here, eh? Interesting. Uh-oh, the money I was supposed to spend on the stock is all gone. This is a disaster. I have to win it back quick, smart. That's not how it works. Where did I go? Yo, I didn't even know there was I noticed like clothespin obtained. I don't even know what that is. Walking around. Nah, that's it. Yo. That was pretty cool. Oh, and there's another treasure chest over there. This man has a lion show or something, bro. Like, what's going on there? What's going on with that? I'll come into your room. I'll be in your room in a second. Wait, phrasing. I tried to rephrase that and it still came out terrible. Walking in. Hi, Bernard. You and I have conversations. You and I need to have a conversation about what you're doing all up in here in this thing called your game hall that you own. All this water. Nah, B. Nah. Also, like catacombs that were meant for clearly we gotta go through the catacombs. Like, I'm just putting RPG logic 1 + 2 = 3 here. Does anyone change what they say? You intend to pursue Orpheus? Then you had better not tarry here. I heard that Bernard has admitted responsibility for causing the floods and has agreed to pay compensation to those affected. Perhaps he's a better man than I thought. Well, he makes all the money in town. That's the whole thing about greed and the rich and the wealthy. Like, if you give your money up as easily as you get it, and people are still happy to be able to live, then you're still like a rich person, right? Like, I don't... Anyway, I heard that Bernard has confessed to his crimes. I must say, I find that rather difficult to believe. Or if he has indeed done so, it is surely with an ulterior motive. Oh...